Get in, nerds. We are playing Burden of Command. So, we are advancing on this objective. We're reasonably close to this one. And this one's... we're not exactly spitting distance from there, but we got a lot of turns left. I think I need to get a visual of these enemy squads so I can see broadly what level of morale they're at. And unfortunately, that's not going to be easy. I'm just going to send this squad forward. And up into here. Okay. Alright. Enemy squad here. I am undaunted. Am I going to get to shoot back? Oh no, I don't think you can shoot back when you're op fired. And enemies firing a lot of artillery. They hit their own dorks. That's very funny. It's going to be even here, but I'm pretty low on morale. So I'm going to leave these fellas be for now, because I have a solution to that problem. And that is an MG. It's not ideally positioned, but it's positioned. Show him the door. That's right. I'll fucking do it again.
Steady fire.
Really? Still green, huh? Keep him going. I'm undaunted. That's unfortunate.
Watch your flank.
Well, I found their officer and I ran him out of orders, so that's actually very good. That's a good go round this turn. So next, what I want to do is I want to get a squad in position to shoot them. If I move these fellas forward and have them creep to here, I can get one really good shot. And then I can go in for assaults with this squad. Now, does the squad that's here have any visibility up here? They do. They freaking do. Ugh.
Watch your fire.
What a pain. I might need to take command of this squad and just shoot them there again, just to get them pointed the other direction.
Move, move. Shift fire. Keep firing.
On the other hand, if they go here and the enemy op fires, it's not the end of the world. So let's do it. Yeah. Good. Excellent. Get him, get him, get him!
Keep moving.
They're undaunted. Pete's sake. But I dealt a casualty.
Keep your head down.
And it's still looking good.
Hit him hard.
Doing them, I can suppress. Alright, that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Alright, well they're cowering now, so that's good. So, let's head in with Lieutenant Rao.
Keep moving. Stay close. On your left. On your left.
And we're just... You know what? If I bolster them, I can get there all in one move.
On your right.
I'm risking him taking a hit. No.
On your left.
If I bolster, they can do it in one move, and that simply is what it is.
On your right.
Take out the squad. Before I do that, the thing I was going to do, I'll take command of this unit and shoot here.
Watch your fire.
Didn't get shot back. Let's do it again.
Give it to him.
Okay, I think they're facing the direction I want them to be facing now. Let's assault this squad.
Shift fire.
Hit the dirt.
Dang it.
Scheiße!
Keep firing. Get it done.
Ugh. Excellent. All right. Nailed it. Beautiful.
Keep going.
The trust will have to wait. I got 2 hootie waddies. Let's get them.
Come on.
There we go.
Hit the dirt.
We got one more. Get him, get him, get him, get him.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. That is just delicious. Whoo! Nice. All right. We'll throw this squad forward just one step. Just get them a little bit. That wasn't the smartest it's ever been, but that's all right. All right. That is that objective functionally taken. Now over here, I have the potential to get some good shot. No, I don't. Right, because this is on a lower plane. A fact that I have been utilizing to a significant degree. So I shan't complain about that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do a rear assault in here if I am able to successfully turn them around. Unfortunately, I've put a squad in the only good spot to turn them around from. And I don't know what's in these woods. And it's a big risk if I wander over there to check. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, don't have the range. So instead, well, let's not count our chickens. Lieutenant Rao had a very productive turn. Let's see what the enemy does. Okay. No additional action. I am going to get op fired if I move up into their range from the front. So the question... Is this cover? I don't think it is. I think it's just craters. In any case, for maximum safety here, I think I'm going to move this squad. Actually, I could do this with Dearborn. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to handle it. I think we're going to do it with Dearborn. Well, no, because that doesn't actually solve my problem. See, yeah, I think we're going to need to wait till next turn. We're going to just have to get this squad like forward to here, and then put Lieutenant Thompson's other squad here. So let's get our man forward to here. So what are the chances the enemy's got a unit in this spot specific? Oh, they can't shoot from there. Well, that makes that much safer. Beautiful. Objective number 2 is ours. And we will move this squad here. Come on. Come on, Burden of Command. You can do it. I believe in you. You have the technology. Oh boy. Oh boy, she's trying so hard to crash. Don't crash, Burden of Command. You can do it. Yeah, alright. You see why my tanks are way over there. Alright, we'll put Thompson in this squad. Can you rally them? No. Because they shot already, which makes sense. Alright. That is the southern angle of advance. All right. Let's end the leader round. See what the enemy does. On the other hand, if I can successfully shoot at this squad and turn them facing south, yeah, I could do a sneak-in maneuver with Dearborn. That's a lot of ground to cover with no way to find out if there's enemy units in it. Let's move this squad forward. Okay. Fair enough, sir. All right, well. I know they're facing this way, which means if I go to here, but I don't have any guarantee there's not another unit there. So what we'll do is we'll creep forward. Okay, 2 of them. Nice. Great. That's what I wanted for my life. That's my favorite thing when there's 2 enemy units. Okay. Well, we've got a really nice shot against this one. T-select Dearborn. It'll be just the same. So we'll go ahead and take that first one. So they're cowering. And now I'm going to press them.
We shall break them.
And we will... Let's go recon by fire and weapon range, I suppose, here. Okay, that's good.
Get the BAR up here.
The squad's still technically at full morale. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. If this works, I am a mad cat.
Move it!
Get him!
Frag out.
Nice! Suck it, nerds. Oh, excellent. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, nailed it. All right, well that scraps any chance of taking this unit this turn, but woohoo boy. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. All right, let's get Dearborn's other squad up here before some other chicanery happens. The chances of there not being any enemy units in these woods was 0, so you know I made a good call. I'm out of actions over here, so here's hoping things wind up okay. All right, from here, I think our primary concern is this unit. I suppose I could move this unit forward to here. Creep them to here and assault them. But let's see what it looks like after I've pounded them with my HMGs. That's really going to be my my technique. All right. Let's see what it looks like. It looks pretty good
Stay down.
if I aim it there. If I bolster, it looks twice as good.
Keep moving.
Undaunted. Gosh darn it. Why don't you be daunted for once? They probably got a leader in there. But I can... Yeah, there we go. I can steal the rest of his orders. Which I think I'm going to. There we go. Alright, so we still got a bolster in, but that's the end of that leader's orders. Again, can't assault them this turn. Anywhere I can put stern where I can mortar them. Yes, over here. I'm in range of them if I do that, though. That's the part that's dicey. Instead of putting Captain Murphy in the assault, I can creep back till I can see him. That's so dicey, though. Anywhere better. Anywhere better I can see this spot from. Here. Here's really the ideal location. I need to make a decision about what I'm doing with Lieutenant Stern. And what I'm doing with Captain Murphy in the squad he's sitting in, not really doing much. Taking out that squad this turn is probably going to be a non-starter. So, I could spend all of Stern's orders and get him down somewhere closer to over here where I want him to be. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we can throw some mortar rounds downrange next turn. Now, finally, what do I do with Captain Murphy? Aside from these elevated spots in the woods over here, the only place I can see this squad from... What are the chances this is the only squad in this vicinity, though? That's the thing I have to be conscientious of. So, let's move forward. Now I'm starting to get cold feet about this one. I can always shoot at them from behind once I'm properly infiltrated into these woods. And that's the thing I have to remember. I can always get them from those woods. This spot having coverage of this entire area makes me real nervous. But nothing shot at me from there before. So I might be in the clear. Or they might have just been on hold fire mode. But I don't think they would do that. I think it would be very advantageous to stop up a unit trying to do an assault through here, particularly the way I took out all the rest of their units last turn. So, with that in mind, I think we do move this squad forward just a bit.
You looking for a water cooler? Get going.
Now that they're here, we're within spitting distance of hitting this unit, and we'll let that situation be. And last will be the tanks. What can I do with these tanks that's useful? Getting them up into here would be good. Again, giant risk if there's mines up here, but I'm going to risk it. I think I've cleared this road, and this spot's got full visibility all the way down here. So we'll put that tank in a nice covered position. Hopefully, all the work that we've done taking this road will keep that clear of mines. Beautiful. Spotted. Okay, that's alright. Face them there. Suppose I could shoot over here with this tank. Let's do it.
Fire!
Nice. I've put a lot of firepower in this squad, my nerds. But I'm in a really good stead to take them next turn. I don't want to go in now because I don't know how secure this flank is, and I don't know what else is over here watching. And that's my captain. As for this tank, I know these spots are safe. So let's go ahead and get this tank
Don't stand
forward.
first.
And I think I'm going to turn them facing that way and just leave them there. Because I don't think there's anything else in these woods, at least not right in front of me. If there is, then I'll be able to deal with it next turn. Whew, complicated turn 7, but effective. Captain Murphy's got a couple more orders, which I could use to move some more units forward. Getting a machine gun up here with a sight to these woods would prove useful. So let's go ahead and take command of this MG and get them moving this way. And these mortars, I think these mortars have got full coverage of what we need. Let's do a quick range check before we continue. 4, 8, 16, 12, 16. Yeah, they're good. They're good to go. The mortars are fine. I don't need to move the mortars forward any further. So let's, I can't take command of this HMG because they're not in my company. All right. No action from the enemy yet. And that's the turn. Bullets splinter trees, the wounded scream, rain keeps falling. It's the main line of resistance, First Sergeant Grant says, and you can't disagree. The Krauts want to keep that crossroads something hard, and taking it'll be exactly that. Ask Grant's full opinion. We can and must take that crossroads. We've done our part already. Disengage, enter a crucible. Possible combat fatigue and realism gain, accept a mission draw, and end the scenario. What's your full opinion? We've got orders to attack, Captain, Grant says after a moment of consideration. Battalion wants it, just like they did in Italy. And now Regiment wants to push things forward again. Division, Army, even Ike himself is telling us to attack. But they're not here. We give an excuse and dig in. Men would die for another 100 yards of mud. Maybe it's time someone else took this shit stick. We can't do this, not today. Others are depending on us. Others are depending on us. The men will follow your lead, Captain, First Sergeant Grant remarks as the silence stretches out. Whatever you decide. He's not wrong. Though you could sell a pause to Battalion, you'd have to live with it afterward. We can and must take that crossroads, continue the fight, or we've done our part already, disengage. We can and must take that crossroads. Captain, Grant asks, we've known this war since the Morocco shore. The men will follow you into the gates of hell, but we're dying for yards. Dismiss him. Explain the need to attack. Continue the attack, enter a crucible. Reconsider. Jeepers. This doesn't mean fire him. I'll take a crucible. Explain the need. You can't just dismiss your first sergeant. When he's feeling, the men are too, and it's the men who will be fighting. We can't fail here. Idealism, 20 and 2. If we break them, we're into Germany. Zeal, 10 and 1. Use every trick you've got. Combat fatigue, -10. Tempting. If we fail, heads a roll. Professionalism. Combat fatigue, +1. Realism, +1. Our duty is clear. We must attack. Discipline. Let's hit him with professionalism. This is such a bad way to answer this question, though. To be clear, I don't particularly want zeal. Because that berserk thing, it seems like a huge liability to me. I'm gonna do... I think this is what I'd say from a role-playing perspective. But again, I want to be careful. I should look at my stuff. I'm definitely higher on discipline than I am on zeal. If we break them, we get into Germany. The truth of the war is simple. Soldiers die. The question of what they die for matters. And if they perish to end the war even a day earlier, then they're dying so that others might live. Victory today, peace tomorrow. Zeal advances, combat fatigue +1, and realism +1. Let's hope it's worth it, Grant says before he turns to dispatch the messengers once more into the depths of the Vosges. Alright, it's a new turn, and a new opportunity to get frisky with the enemy. Let's start. Where do I want to start? I got good shots in a lot of places. Let's start with Rao. Gotta rally this squad. That's my first priority.
Stay alert.
Ooh. Oh, no, that's just the rested point. Alright. Let's head into these woods. Okay. Alright. Things are looking okay over here. That's very good. Feeling pretty good about that. If I grab this squad and get them in here, then I can be advancing up here. Do I go another step? I think yes. Nothing still? One more. Ooh. Hello. It's an MG and it's facing the other way. It's only two fellas. Oh. Get him!
Frag out.
Nice. Ooh, Captain surrendered. That's rad. Oh, I'm feeling extremely pleased by that. And now I'm in trenches. Still, I'm going to face north. Whew! That was extremely greedy and probably a mistake. But, you know, these things happen. Feeling pretty good about my my chances going this way from here. Now the question is, do I take command of this squad and assault here? And I think the answer might be yes. Very silly and extreme. I've got a lot of ways to suppress this squad, though. No, I don't think I need to. Not yet. Let's take command of this squad and get them moving over. Gosh darn it! Man, the Germans are just lobbing artillery every damn place. Stop shelling Lieutenant Thompson. Ya fool.
Incoming.
Nope. Dang it. Anything else, Mr. Kesselring? Alright. I have no idea who's commanding the Germans in this battle, frankly, but them's the breaks. Okay, so I'm going to need to rally that squad next turn, and Thompson's going to need to rally the unit that he's holding right now. So now, is there anything else I do? I guess we'll... Crazy to attack here. I'm gonna do it. Huge hero mode engage. Get him!
Let's send them packing!
Excellent. There's a little trust. All right. So now I'm feeling a lot more confident about this whole sector. Let's let that be a turn and see what comes of it. See if the enemy ends up fusillading my captain. I think that means help. I'm not sure what that
Auf
one
geht's,
means.
Frontsoldaten!
Okay, all right. There's boys around here somewhere. All right, let's start with Dearborn. See what else is around here. Nothing special. Another enemy squad. But they didn't spot me. But my chances to win are not great. So let's hit this squad from behind.
Let's get those bastards.
Nice. We'll move this squad here to get them kind of out of the way. Ooh, the odd map out. Runner Private First Class Reynolds from 3rd Platoon scrambles over to your command post. Captain, Lieutenant Dearborn's compliments. The platoon's located this particular item, he says, and passes over a muddy map case. Scraping back the layer of the Vosges' finest earth reveals a standard kraut design. But inside is a sheaf of blank papers and a single map, not of France or even Germany, but of Poland, hundreds of miles to the east. The city of Warsaw is dead center in it. Now just stand there, tell me more. Where? The Germans certainly think strategically. Alright, back to your unit. Now just stand there, tell me more. Not sure there's more to tell, Captain, PFC Reynolds says, and lets slip a shrug. Don't make no sense, which is why we wanted to pass it along. Where'd he find it? Over in a foxhole. Krauts must have left it. The Germans certainly think strategically. Guess so, Captain. Hope we don't have to chase him that far. Alright then, back to your unit. Yes, Cap, PFC Reynolds says, and heads back to the front, staying low and going slow. The question will have to wait until the day is done. So that's interesting. I wonder if the implication of that is that we're actually squaring off against... This is crazy. Don't shoot me, bro. They didn't shoot me. So... Bolster. That's very good suppression. I could pour it on. I think I'll pour it on. I wonder if the implication of that is that we're actually facing Polish units, not German ones. That would be an interesting twist. What's going on here? I know that, I'll let this unit be from here. They're in good morale, and I don't want to get them goofed. I know there's a scene in Saving Private Ryan that's about that. Not going to go into too much detail here right now because I'm in the midst of a fight. But there's a whole bit about that. That's Dearborn's Go, where they capture a bunker and it turns out to be full of Polish troops. Okay, that's a situation. So, I'm going to have Thompson rally the squad he's standing in and himself.
Back
You're
on
not
your
licked
feet,
yet,
Tony.
Dickerson.
And then we'll have this other squad sneak on up through these woods. And we'll see what we can see over here. Don't want to go too far, so that's as far as he'll go. And then I'll have Thompson himself leg it this way. Muddy road indeed. Alright. I already used Thompson's squad over here with the captain, so that's Thompson for you. And now I've got Lieutenant U.S. Leader and the tanks. The U.S. leader and the tanks and other band names. What about this? No, can't shoot from there. Just on instinct, if it were me defending the German side, I would want to have an MG here. So let's see what our mortars have to say about that spot. Cool. I don't want to spend too many of Captain Murphy's turns. Let's take command of this MG. And let's just shoot the shit out of that spot. At this point, I'm firing kind of randomly. Ooh, like shooting rabbits. I wonder if that's a confirmation that there's an enemy unit there. Let's shoot it again. Bastards. Ooh, excellent. All right. Nice. And then we'll drop one there as well, just for funsies. Okay. Might just be action barks. All right. That's stern. I should really get this other MG closer in here, because using MGs is a great way to win battles. But I don't need to do that yet, so we'll wait until U.S. leader has had a turn to be around. I also haven't done anything with the tanks, but I haven't advanced this way much yet, so I think that's going to have to wait. We'll have this squad actually rest. I didn't mean to rest that whole platoon. Didn't think that would happen. Okay, well, them's the breaks, I guess. We'll take command of this MG with Captain Murphy and run him up as far as he can get. Which isn't that far, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with where the tanks are currently stationed. I might bring one right over here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to... Oh, but I'm blocking up this road with Lieutenant Thompson. Well, that was dumb of me. Forgot about the whole tanks can't move through officers thing. That's all right. And that is a turn.
Something ain't right.
It's fine. All right. That is all the time we've got for this episode, my nerds. I have had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you on the other side. Hopefully once we take these objectives. Take care. Have a good night.